Your favorite beer may get a Michigan taste twist as Michigan Hop Harvest is wrapping up.
In Michigan, there are over 800 acres of hops being grown. In the hop growers of Michigan, we have about 77 farms that are member registered, with over 40 with 2 acres of hops.
FFA state officers get an in-depth look at the state's ag industry. And MSU Extension will share tips to reduce soybean harvest losses at an upcoming field day. I'm Janelle Brose, and this is Farm News 5.
Farm News 5 is brought to you by Ford.
Michigan hops are being harvested around the state for brewers around the country to use in their beers. In the springtime, 5 or 6 hops plants are trained to grow around ropes suspended from cables strung between posts. When the hops are ready, the vines are cut and detached from the cables, collected and taken to the processing barn. The hops are then separated in the harvester from the ropes and vines.
We are able to offer wet hops, which is right out of the harvester, to brewers that might be doing a harvest ale, which means at the very end in the hard boil they'll throw fresh hops in. That gives it a real intense flavor specific to each hop. If they don't buy wet hops, then we dry them. We stay right around between 100 and 110 degrees. Over 8 to 12 hours, our hops are dried, then they're baled, and then they go into a cooler. Bigger breweries or different type of brewers like to use pelletized hops, and we just recently received our license through the state of Michigan to process hops. So we have a hammer mill and a pelletizer, and then shortly after harvest we'll start doing pellets for our breweries that like pelletized hops.
Now the staples in the industry are generally the Cascades and the Centennials. The thing is with those is everybody grows them. They're fairly easy hop to grow, and they, as you can see from what we had today, they bear really well. So what we wanted to do is we tried to get into some more of the specialty hops. One that we work hard to grow is the Neo Mexicana, which is a real citrus lemon lime type of tasting hop. A lot of the brewers like it for different IPAs, New England style IPAs especially. It seems to be the best in.
Every variety has different requirements, and you really need to get to know your hop plants in order to be a successful grower.
Michigan FFA state officers kicked off their year with a 3-day business and industry tour across the state last month. The goal was to showcase Michigan's agricultural diversity while highlighting the opportunities and challenges facing farmers and employers. The tour featured 14 stops at farms and businesses, giving the team the opportunity to network and build relationships with industry leaders.
The Michigan Potato Industry Commission, in our strategic goals, one of those is to focus on development of talent for the industry for the future. And as we look at that, certainly FFA, the state officers play a critical role in us continuing to make sure that new talent is available. This is our 6th year of sponsoring the tour, along with Michigan Farm Bureau and other organizations. And really, for us, the goal is to ensure that the state officers who are going to be spending the next year out talking to high school students across the state about careers in agriculture really have a strong understanding of the diversity of agriculture in Michigan, diversity of opportunities for careers in the industry, whether it's serving as an agronomist, to being involved in transportation and logistics, to being involved in technological aspects, all of the different types of technology that become part of farming operations, that they really understand that and they can talk to kids about all of those opportunities that exist for kids within agriculture.
If I think about my own path in FFA, it's about the opportunities that present themselves, the doors that are opened up for you, and I encourage all these young people, there'll be something along the way that will motivate them to do things that they never thought they'd do.
Well, this has been a really exciting opportunity for my team and I. We all come from very diverse backgrounds. Some of us grew up on farms. A lot of us are from livestock production, but small livestock production. And some of us, I mean, one girl on our team has been in FFA now. This is her 3rd year, and she's serving as a state officer, but doesn't have a background in the ag industry. So as we all come from different backgrounds, it's really important that we kind of get on the same page as far as our general knowledge and information goes, and also that we learn. I mean, I've grown up in the ag industry. My dad's an ag teacher, and I have learned more than I could have ever imagined on this business and industry tour.
The Michigan FFA Business and Industry Tour was sponsored in part by the Michigan Foundation for Agriculture, as well as other commodity and farm organizations.
The Michigan Soybean Promotion Committee is devoted to investing soybean farmer checkoff dollars to address grower concerns. We focus our efforts on production research, market development, and outreach. Learn more at michigansoybean.org.
Reducing soybean harvest losses is the focus of the upcoming Soybean Harvest Equipment Field Day. The 8th annual event will be held Thursday, September 13th in Bay County. Participants will learn new information on how soybean harvest losses occur and how equipment selection, maintenance, and operation can reduce them. They will also have an opportunity to see the latest harvest equipment demonstrated in the field. Lunch and educational materials will be provided. Contact the Allegan County MSU Extension Office to register.
They owe you $20,000 and just filed for bankruptcy. What do? Visit fosterswift.com to learn why quick action is key to protecting your assets today.
For more news and video, visit MichiganFarmNews.com and the Michigan Farm Bureau channel on YouTube. With Farm News 5, I'm Janelle Brose. Have a great week of farming.